team who will get 5 minutes to present their proposal that they had submitted in the first round. The presentation will be in the form of a PPT, which will be given by the team captain. And the presence of all the team members is mandatory. So the presentation is to be given by the team captain, but any member of the team can answer the question when asked by the judge. So this competition will be judged by Bhupender sir, Assistant Professor, DME Management School. So we are starting with our first presentation now. We have Mithali as the team captain of the team number 1, and we will be proceeding in the order of team numbers only. So you will have 5 minutes to give your presentations, Mithali.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Actually, my whole team is prepared for this presentation and we have to give together. So is it possible?
As per the rules, like I told you before, the presentation will be given by the team captain.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, Ayushi.
Yes, ma'am. I'm team 2 captain. Ma'am, actually, we all were, especially my team, we were not aware about this rule that only captain will present the PPT.
Yes, ma'am.
We have divided 5 minutes among all 3 participants. So, like, we have prepared that way. Actually, the rules which we have got over there, it's just mentioned that 5 minutes for a team. There is nowhere mentioned that only captain will present so we have divided 5 minutes amongst all of us, like 1.5 to each member.
No, it was given the time for the presentation would be 5 minutes, right?
Yes, ma'am. But it is nowhere mentioned that only the captain will present. So like, I guess all the participants have same issue.
I mentioned in the rules, team captain to present the team's proposal, and the presence of all team members is mandatory, and time per team is 5 minutes.
Yes, ma'am, exactly. The proposal will be given by the captain only, but the presentation is divided between all the participants. Like that.
The proposal is for the final round. The guidelines are for the final round, and it's mentioned that the team's proposal will be presented by the captain. So there is only one presentation that will happen. There are no 2 presentations, like no proposal and PPT separately. Proposal means the PPT.
Ma'am, can we work together in a team?
Ma'am, we understand. Ma'am, actually, we understand that the presentation should be given by only the team, only the one person. But I guess all the participants over here has, prepared the way, like I am saying only, like the rules were not clear.
Definitely, all the members have contributed and the team captain is representing the team itself. It does not mean that the presentation has been prepared only by the team captain. The team captain was made for this purpose only, to lead the team. All right. So you have a maximum of 5 minutes since we have 15 teams. So we need to finish it within time. Otherwise, it will go on indefinitely. So the team captain should present within 5 minutes. We cannot cross the time limit since we have a lot of teams here. I hope you understand that. If I
ma'am, it's just yes, ma'am. It's just a request if you can
please
allow us to present that way. Just give us 5 minutes only. We will present it in 5 minutes. It's just we have prepared in some manner and we just want to present it.
No problem. You can divide it among yourselves.
Yes, ma'am, surely.
Time of 5 minutes.
Surely, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So, Mithali, can you please start your presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
The team who's presenting can keep their videos on. That would be preferable.
Ma'am, your audio is breaking.
Mute. Okay. I have a small announcement to make. Research Cell team has invited student members. So any student who is willing and volunteering to participate in various research-oriented events can contact Research Cell team and become part of the team. And before
Miss,
we
my screen is visible.
yes, it is visible.
Okay, ma'am. So can we start?
Yes, Mitali, your time starts now.
Okay. For eyes to be open and hearts to feel, enough is enough, the destruction is real. The damage isn't reversible, but here's what we can do. A very warm good afternoon to all present personality on such a very fine day. Hi, this is Mitali.
Hi, this is Anshul.
Hi, this side Harshika.
So, we, the team of Amigos, are going to present a topic in front of you, that is sustainable development.
Looking forward with the presentation on the topic that we are going to present are talking about sustainable development in a brief, global initiative being done for sustainable development. Then we will be talking about the green building. Next, we will be enlightening on the damages caused by plastic cutlery, a suggestion by Team Amigos, what to use, why to use, then an idea by our team. At last, we'll conclude the slides.
Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible. Suddenly you will feel that you are doing something impossible. So now I would like to enlighten the golden meaning of sustainable development. Guys, do you know what is sustainable development? Sustainable development is the organizing principle for meeting human development goals with simultaneously sustaining the ability of natural system to provide the natural resources and ecosystem services on which the economy and society depend.
As we all know, unity is strength, but there is a teamwork and collaboration. Wonderful things can be achieved. So by this, I would just like to say that the collaboration being done between the team and the country of all the global that has an ability to sustain the environment in a better way for our generation. The basic principle for this is if we are alone, we can do little, but if we are together, we can do so much.
Our biggest challenge in this new century is to make an idea that seems abstract. Guys, do you know anything about green building? Okay, so let me brief you. So green building is basically known as sustainable building, which is a practice of reducing the usage of waste material that impact on environment, as well as it's an idea of refusing, preventing the wastage of resources. The main goal of green building is 3R: reduce, reuse, and recycle.
A great quote is being stated by Mr. Pradeep Burman that a waste cannot be collection is a critical step in managing waste. We all should segregate the waste we generate. This will provide a better chance for valuable waste to show some magic. I believe an effective waste management system can turn the table of present situation, which basically provides the idea of changing waste management system with a better or more effective one.
It is very important to reduce, reuse, recycle, refuse, can even replace things as much as rubbish we can. So there is a step to prevent pollution and sustain our environment for our future generation. That could be replacing the plastic cutlery item with wooden and metal cutlery.
The world is not a problem. The problem is your unawareness. In this era, everything is just made up of dangerous, harmful chemicals, which are affecting our environment and millions of life too. As the chemicals which break from the plastic enter soils, get infertile, and enter the ocean. In the ocean, the microplastics are eaten by the fish. Just imagine, someone is eating that fish for dinner. It means someone is eating the plastic for dinner. No, 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 no. That's too dangerous. It will cause a big problem.
If you are thinking what we have to use instead of plastic cutlery, if we absolutely need disposable cutlery and can't carry a usable metal kit everywhere you go, why not grab some that are compostable? Wooden cutlery is the great option for this problem.
Now in this slide, we will know the use of wooden and the metal cutlery to the environment. To restore ecological balance, we have adopted sustainable strategy, the strategy in which we are replacing the plastic with wooden and metal cutlery. As metal cutlery is reusable in nature, so it will prevent the harm caused by the plastic on earth, and they also get easily cleaned without any problem.
Hey, all the present personalities, I would like to seek your attention towards a video clip which my team Amigos would like to present in front of you.
I can't forget the day we met. Your eyes so blue, me pressing through. I can't forget the day we met. Your smile so bright.
So the word is not conclusion. We should stand as music, first positive as sound. At last, just to keep a close control over it so that we can maintain the environment in an acceptable condition for our future generation. We can replace polystyrene cutlery with reusable metal kits or wooden cutlery to make our planet more beautiful and prevent from pollution. Thank you.
Thank you, Mithali and team.
Further evolution.
For a constant evolution.
Pollution is not a good solution.
Thank you. Thank you from Team Amigos.
Thank you, team number 1. I would now request Upendra sir. Upendra sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I am there.
Sir, the floor is open to you.
Okay. Hello, team. Please tell me that what are the initiatives that are, that government has taken in this regard.
So the government basically tried to ban the plastic, polybags and all. And we are also doing some initiatives, like as a public, we are doing also some initiatives to protect our environment and using wooden cutleries and the cutleries which are healthy to use or for safe for environment.
Okay. And this concept of greens, this green building, is it mandatory for the new societies that are now building up?
Yes, sir. It is mandatory because as we can use any product as like our 3 hours is very important. We use recycle and reduce.
Right. No, in foreign, this green building concept is very much popular. But as in India, I think 90% of the societies, they don't have this concept of green building.
Yes, sir. Government should do some initiatives regarding that, and they should
Okay, let me tell you this thing, that now all of the societies, right? So they are supposed to follow all these rules, and they have to ensure that they are following all the options for green building, right?
Yes, sir.
So now this is also there in our India also, right? Earlier it was not being enforced by the government, but now this has become an enforcement from the government of India as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other question?
Yes, sir. I have a question. I hope I'm audible. The team, Ali, I am a bit confused. Your main idea is sustainable building, or is it reusable cutlery? Which is your main idea?
We use reusable cutlery. We want to say don't use plastic, use wooden and metal cutlery.
That's it, just confusion. And before we move on to the next team, on behalf of management school and CSD team, I would like to welcome Ms. Shambhavi Mishra and Ms. Shanu Jain. They are the representatives of Research Cell team today in the session. And I hope you enjoy and participate in the event and share your thoughts on sustainability also.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for inviting us here, and it's been a wonderful experience. I hope I'll learn a lot about sustainable techniques. Thank you so much.
So the students who are desirous to join the Research Cell team, contact Shanu Jain ma'am or Shanu ma'am. They have invited students to be part of their student-led research team, and very soon there will be an official notice also as conveyed by the head of the Research Cell. So over to you, Suchi ma'am.
So we now have team number 2 led by Ayushi, and the team members include, apart from Ayushi, Arpita and Disha. So Ayushi, are you ready with your?
Yes, ma'am, very much.
Please share your screen so that you can see your PPT.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so your presentation time starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are team number 2, Code Green. Until a decade ago, many women across had absolutely no access to sanitary napkins and healthy menstrual life. for which the government of India started various initiatives to protect the women's safety. The convenient use of pads makes silently giving birth to menstrual pollution. Billions of pads make their way into landfills, water bodies, and sewerage systems, causing huge environmental and health risks. Now, let's move to the history of pads, from sandbags and wood pulp to sanitary napkins. As you can see, pieces of rags, bags filled with sand, sanitary apron, menstrual belt. This is the evolution during different periods. Sanitary pads, as we know them today. It was introduced in 1888 with a product called the Southall pad. The same material was later introduced as Kotex, named after its cotton texture or Kotex. However, they made their way to India a little later than its Western counterparts. Sanitary napkins, the impact on environment. So these menstrual products are used for at least 4-6 days per month by most women worldwide. This means a huge amount of plastic waste is generated every month globally. After being disposed of, sanitary products that are usually made out of plastic take over 500 to break down. As you can see the diagram, life cycle of sanitary pads. So now the question is, why sanitary pads are harmful for environment? As we can see, the raw materials which are used in the activity the cellulose. Cellulose used in absorbent coat of the pad, synthetic fibers, polypropylene and polyethylene. Cotton of all agricultural chemical pesticides used in the US, cotton uses 25% of it. These chemicals soak into the ground and harm wildlife and poison the soil. 1 kilogram of cotton takes 20,000 liters of water to grow. Given the quantities of water and pesticides being used, ecosystems can be disrupted. Pads produce a lot of waste themselves. When disposed of in toilets instead of in the trash, pads pollute waterways leading to the ocean, harming wildlife and ecosystem and toxifying ocean waters. Now further will be detailed by the Arpita.
Moving ahead with the same point of composition of synthetic pads, I will be explaining the reason why there was a need to introduce biodegradable pads. First, it was hygiene risk. It was highly insecure to use synthetic pads as it causes rashes, bacterial infection. Second, disposability, that its composition was so tough that it is complicated to dispose them easily. Third, affordability. Affordability, as India is a developing country and it faces a problem of poverty. So it is very much difficult to afford these expensive pads. Fourth, occupational hazard, as it involves chemical and bleaching in its manufacturing, which is a risk factor in life. Now, next, moving ahead to the origin and biodegradable pads, the origin was done by Kathy Walker. When she moves to India from Australia, she faced a problem of disposing them. So she introduced with cloth pads which were reusable. And on 10th of March, as an International Women's Day, this idea was launched in UK as EcoFem. After the new development and invention took place, giving birth to biodegradable pads, first in 2017, it was Tanvi Jory, the co-founder of Carbisi, the first biodegradable pads. So the objective of these pads are to provide easy way to disposing them, free from all the chemicals and bleaching, more hygienic, and their disposing bags are too biodegradable. Now the plan of biodegradable pads, as you can see in this slide, first they have to collect all the materials, then they develop top sheets and different sheets, and then they assemble them together, and then they test it. After that, the material used in this biodegradable pads are morely natural and based on natural basis only, that are woven, wool, cotton, biocep, and many more. And their uses are so much that they are soft to skin, they are allow flow to penetrate, they are free, dye free, and they are skin friendly. And further will be dealt with Ayushi.
Thank you, Arpita. Both my teammates has. Sorry, ma'am, you are not audible.
Thank you, team 2.
Ma'am, I need to continue it.
Your presentation is not over?
No. I thought you were saying something, so I
Okay.
just asked.
No,
Please
I
carry
was
on,
not saying.
Ayushi.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
But let me just tell one thing. Your time limit of 5 minutes has been exceeded.
Okay, ma'am, just few minutes. I'm just concluding it. Yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Arpita. Both my teammates has given you a very well knowledge about the product. So now let's just compare between biodegradable and synthetic pads. Synthetic and biodegradable pads, infection risk. By now we know what our pads are made of. Material used in synthetic pads are really harmful and can cause to toxic shock syndrome, whereas organic pads are completely chemical free. Dryness. We all know that the love we have for the pads which we are using from years are immense. But do you know what chemicals are within? Super absorbent chemicals. Sodium polycarbonate are the chemical which are in it, which is really highly toxic in nature, whereas organic pad is absolutely chemical free and has high rate of absorbency. Breathability. Synthetic pads has plastic in it, which can lead to reaction for skin irritation, whereas organic pads are free from it. Chemicals, we all are aware about it till now. All the synthetic pads has chlorine, bleach, etc. chemicals included in it. Our organic pads are harmful, does not have any harmful chemicals included in it. All these are the list of materials which are in the conventional pads and natural pads. Plastic free, super absorbent, cellulose, chlorine free, organic cotton, latex, perfume and dyes, and our organic pads are perfume free and non-dye. Now when you have decided to shift towards the betterment, so let's tell you some Indian brands: Aza, Nua, Carmesi, P-Safe, Flush, iHerb, Heyday, Purgoyz, and Sakhi. These are all are the Indian brands which you can use. And we do not promote any brand, but we do recommend a brand called Sakhi, which is originated in Goa with a self-help group. They use wood paper, cotton, woven papers, and silicon paper, butter paper. Because of use of all these products, these pads dissolve in the mud within 8 days, and these pads are also reasonable. These pads cost you only ₹5 per pad, and all these pads are available on an e-commerce website. Now, what government and NGOs can take as an initiative? As we all know, our government has done a very great job while distributing the sanitary pads in a rural and urban area, so they can shift towards biodegradable pads. Some suggestions that you can follow while buying a pad: that you should take and see from what material your pad are made of, from what packaging it is, and also do they contain chlorine or any other toxic chemicals. In the end, I would like to sum up by saying it is time for Indian women to stand for the initiative, giving planet with a smart yet green choice. It is for them to now switch towards a biodegradable napkin. Thank you. Go green, bleed green, and dispose green. Thank you.
Thank you, team 2. Bhupinder sir.
Yeah, team, please tell me
Yes, sir.
that the comparison that you have shown of this biodegradable pads, along with this that ordinary sanitary pads. So, do you think this is a feasible one as of now? Because what is being faced is still there are many of the rural areas that are even not using this sanitary pads as well.
Exactly, very true, sir. There are many rural areas which are not using these. That's why we just said that our government and NGOs, which are doing such a good initiative by distributing pads to the rural area so that women can access them very easily. So we just suggested that government and NGOs should shift towards biodegradable pads by distributing them and not distributing the synthetic ones.
The idea is wonderful because the cost is also not
Yes, sir.
so much
Cost
higher.
is very low. Per pad cost 5, which brand we are
Yes.
recommending is Sakhi. The per pad cost is ₹5 and the packet contains 8 pads and that packet costs 30 rupees. So it's very reasonable and everyone can afford it.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Thank you.
I would really suggest that whenever the chance arises to conduct a Nukkad Natak,
yes,
take up this theme. It will be unique as well, and it will spread what message you are trying to give. So I don't have a question, just a suggestion.
Surely, ma'am. Thank you.
I have a question, Dean.
Yes, ma'am.
I feel that not many people around would be aware of these biodegradable napkins. So,
Yes.
in your opinion, how can the outreach of these napkins, or how can you make people aware about these napkins?
Yes, ma'am. So there are NGOs, like I told about the brand Sakhi. So the Sakhi brand also goes to the rural areas and they have certain amount of volunteers which make women aware about the usage of pads. And now they have shifted towards also informing them how they can use a reusable pad and how can they stop spoiling their the lovely soil, and the thing which they use every month can not portray any harm to the environment.
Okay, Ayushi.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Any
you.
other question?
May I ask a question? I'll have.
Sure, ma'am.
Hi, Ayushi.
Yes,
thank you for such a great show and tell topic. I have since I'm not a business person at all, so I have a business perspective that I'll ask from this topic. Do you think that these big conglomerates like Unilever, who are producing pads like Whisper and Stay Free, and all of the foreign companies that are now venturing into the non-biodegradable pads,
Yes.
do you think that these small independent NGO and small independent businesses are actually producing these biodegradable material? So can they compete against these big conglomerates? Can they create a niche in a market for themselves? And if they do, then what sort of problems is this conglomerate system going to face if everybody shifts towards biodegradable, if and ever that happens? So if you
Okay.
could just...
Ma'am, very good question. I must appreciate it. Ma'am, what I think is every small step counts. For the environment, like which the environment which gives so much to us, so we should invest in upgrading it. So these NGOs are doing so much good, so every small steps count. And the big brands we are all seeing the big brands are also shifting towards making a biodegradable pad. So it's very visible that small NGOs or small startups are surely, we are seeing some difference is being generated in the brand industry. They are small, but still they are doing something.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now we have our team 3, led by Aditi, and the members apart from Aditi are Akshita and Arushi. Aditi, are you ready with your presentation? Team 3, are you ready? Yeah, she's sharing the screen. All the team members are requested to please keep their videos on during their presentation. Aditi, am I audible? Team 3,
Aditi is on mute.
Aditi Kundra, Akshita,
Yes,
and
Hello, ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah. You can start your presentation now.
Okay, I'm sorry, I guess I'm audible. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Aditi Kundra and I am the team captain of Team 3, and I would be presenting you a product, a charger, in fact, that is named the PowerPort Atom. That has been built by the company Anker. So I'll just get into my presentation. Something is gone wrong. Okay, yeah. Introduction. Gallium nitride chargers are in addition in today's modern technology, beating at traditional silicon chargers as they are safer, environment friendly, and more efficient. Now, our PowerPort Atom is a gallium nitride chargers. Our traditional chargers are those silicon chargers, and we are encouraging people to use gallium nitride chargers instead of silicon chargers that are the traditional chargers. What is gallium nitride? Gallium nitride is a semiconductor which is usually used in LEDs and now